My video! I made it! I'm as fast as the Flash! Oh, this is an X-Men ranking? I mean Quicksilver. Hi, my name is Gabriel and I love to rank movies, review movies, and just watch movies. If you can relate, consider hitting that subscribe button. Know that this list of movies is just my opinion and love to see your thoughts down in the comment section. I'm only including the films where the X-Men are together as a team, so films like Logan or the Wolverine or just the solo movies won't be included. But with all that said, let's get started. Coming in last place is X-Men Dark Phoenix. This film is so much better than most people make it sound. I actually think it's pretty good. The action is exciting, the emotion is spot on, and I'm being honest when I say it's better than most people make it sound. If you're someone that really doesn't like this film and you think I'm being too positive, I can admit that I thought it had some plot issues and it feels very rushed. It was better than I thought it was going to be, but as a whole, I'm still not crazy about it. Number 6 is X-Men Days of Future Past. This is probably a very hot take in light of most people think of this as a top-tier superhero film. I enjoy it. I'm a sucker for time travel stories, and I do like this movie. I wouldn't say it's great, but I could say that it's pretty good. I feel like it depends way too much on Wolverine, though. It feels like the studio said, hey, how about we put Wolverine in this film? Okay, why? My name. It sounds like I hate this film, but I actually think it is really good. I love how they introduced Quicksilver, probably the funniest character in this franchise. And across the board, this is just a combination of engaged storytelling, impressive special effects, and thrilling action. Bringing us into the top 5 is X-Men Apocalypse. This film is low on the list, but I do like it. That is probably another very hot take, considering most critics and audiences don't. I simply just don't get all the hate this film gets. Just like a critic says, this film is massively entertaining, but I think the villain in this film, Apocalypse, is very bad. I can't exactly pinpoint why I hate him so much, but for me, he's just blah. I just wish he wasn't a main character, hence the name Apocalypse. Next up is X-Men The Last Stand. I like this movie. Yeah, that's right, I said it. I think it's really good. I don't understand how people don't like this movie. I mean, it's sad, it's funny, it's exciting. I mean, what? I think this film is very enjoyable because I had a very fun time with it, but I did notice one major problem that pushes the whole film back. It has too many plot lines. Due to that, sometimes it was confusing. They tried to cram all of them into 1 hour and 44 minutes, and let me tell you, it did not work very well. One of the plot lines they used is the Phoenix Saga, and just like the other film that tackled on this plot line, Dark Phoenix, it feels very rushed. They also added a bunch of new characters that were very underutilized. Some of them weren't even in the movie for 10 minutes. The studio had some good ideas, but they didn't play out as well as I hoped they would. But like I said before, this is a very enjoyable film that I could watch and wouldn't be wasting my time. In third place is X-Men First Class. This is a great return to this franchise with an interesting but good plot. Great use of time span with tons of precise details that makes exceptional recognition to the comics. But for a superhero movie, I thought it was kind of boring. There was a lot of talking, and I personally thought it was surprisingly light on action. My runner-up is the original X-Men. There were a couple superhero movies that came out before this, but I think of this as the film that kickstarted the modern era of superhero movies. Not only did this start the modern era of superhero movies, but it also really started Hugh Jackman's career. He had a couple films before this, but this is the one that really got him distinguished. Not only is Hugh Jackman in this, but there's also stars like Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Halle Berry. As much as I hate to say this because I love this movie, I do think that the plot is kinda terrible. I can't do this anymore, I'm out. But coming in first place is X2 X-Men United. I feel like the soundtrack of this film does not get enough praise. John Ottman did a perfect job making the score for this film, as it adds more excitement and makes the scene even better than it already was. And obviously I need to talk about the opening scene with Nightcrawler at the White House. It builds the perfect amount of tension with very unique action. This film definitely shows us that sequels can surpass the original with epic stories and unforgettable characters. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. But with all that said, stay tuned and subscribe to Cinema Ranks.